Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Matthew, and today I finally found the motivation to complete the interior of the modern hotel I started a few weeks ago. Let's dive in. When I ended the previous video, I didn't realize I'd end up splitting it into parts. Before I started the recording today, I took another look at the exterior, and honestly, the third floor and above looked pretty rough, especially the walls where I was considering a possible presidential suite layout. I didn't want to waste any more time, so I quickly moved on to deleting the walls that were bothering me. However, I decided to be cautious and I only removed 2 out of 3 floors at first. I figured it was better to test out the changes just in case the new layout didn't turn out as planned and the original version actually looked better. I thought about duplicating the plot to have a backup, but then I realized that would cost me more than 1 million. Spending that much just to potentially delete the duplicate later didn't seem like a smart move. Like I don't have enough money for it. I started planning the new layout carefully, and I knew I still wanted to include a curved wall for what could possibly be a living room for the suite. It probably took me around 2 hours of choosing the right windows, deleting roofs, walls, and making adjustments to finish the exterior. It was a bit tedious, but I wanted to make sure everything looked just right before moving on. Every single one of the hotels I built before this one focused more on quantity over quality. But this time, I decided not to add too many floors, as I didn't want to run into the same issue I had with my previous hotel, the plot data. This hotel is more like a movie set than a fully functioning hotel, since I planned not to fill every room, leaving some empty. I wasn't too worried about hitting the data limit at first, since the hotel doesn't take up that much space. But as I got closer to finishing, I did start to feel a bit nervous about it. Next, I moved on to creating a more elegant, luxurious room for the hotel, what I'll probably call the presidential suite. Honestly, at this point, I felt like giving up on this project and abandoning it forever. I wasn't in the mood to design such a large, apartment-sized room. I continued with clenched teeth, and then I realized I just can't copy and paste the room layout. The room on the other side was the opposite direction, and I knew that would be a suicide to complete. It would probably drive me insane. I thought I will lose my sanity when making this apartment-like room. So I decided to make one and only room that will be like this, and the other ones would be the simpler rooms I designed in the previous video. I spent quite a while just working on the hallway for the suite, so here's a time-lapse so you can witness my suffering. It was pretty annoying to make the hallway, but you know what else was super frustrating? The mood thingy at the top of the screen in build mode. Oh my god. And they still haven't fixed it to this day. I gotta say the hallway is pretty sick though. I started working on the first room of the suite, the bathroom. I can't show you the picture for copyright reasons since it's from Google and I don't have the link on hand. I actually saved it in a WhatsApp group, so yeah, that's a bit of a fun situation. The bathroom turned out okay. I used the storage drawer thing I made in the decorating the modern house video. It's simple, but I think it works well in here. The second room I worked on was the bedroom. There are 2 bedrooms in the suite, and they are similar. The only real difference is the room size. As you can probably tell, well, see, I don't leave the ceiling plain and simple. It's boring, and that's why I make custom detailed ones. When I'm making custom ceilings, I usually struggle with the lighting, but I've got a little hack to replace the sleek ceiling lights in the game. All we need to do is take the cylindrical pendant light, resize it, and voila! There you have it! I made a wall paneling for the bedroom. Here's a fun fact about it. I changed the color and material more than 10 times during building the whole hotel, so it was pretty expensive to delete and color them. I didn't wanna interrupt this nice voiceover, but I'm still going to. I'm not sure if I'll post a video next week. One reason is exams, and the other one is that I'm reading a book right now and I'm really invested in it. I just want to finish it as soon as possible. So yeah, my screen time for last week or this week. Bro, why do they have to turn on the TV? Well, my screen time from this week is really low because of the book. If I don't count the screen time on my tablet, which I use for notes, but I can tell I'm addicted to the book because I took a picture of like 40 books a day and read it in school when I had time. So every time I had a break, I went on my phone to read a few pages because the book is like a Bible, and that is really long and thick. I didn't want to bring the heavy book into school with me. And yeah, speaking of the book, I really hate that the author likes to do one thing. There is a main character that is basically telling the story, and then I think in the previous book I read from the author, it was a book, it was like complete series, and it contained 5 parts, I think, so I didn't have to buy a book each time. And I read 4 parts already, and then I started reading the 5th part. And then I saw like on a page, part 1, and there was a side character. So a side character was telling the story, and I was like, bro, really? I was upset because I really liked the character, and I still do to this day, and I hate he's fictional. I wanna cry. No, because he has to be fictional because it's a fantasy book, like, what the hell? It contains powers, so how the hell could they exist in this world? And now I read another book from the author that's like 40 years after what happened in the previous book, and I hated the side character again, that she had to switch to the other one. But now I'm kinda glad that it exists because they are literally torturing the main character. Bro, this didn't feel like 2 hours. What? 3 minutes of yapping. Why? And the TV has to be loud again, bro. What the I'm sorry for what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna speed up the process of voiceovering because I wanna continue reading the book and I wanna finish this today so I don't have to do this the next day. You could see this part or a picture of this in a community post, so I'm gonna speed this up into a time lapse. Anyway, it's a living room for the suite. Just to let you know, it was a pain to make this couch because it automatically attached to the other one, and it was really annoying. I can't tell if these stairs or steps are good, but they are surely unique. And I'll skip the process of making the second bedroom because it's the same as the first bedroom. I had an idea to make a bridge that looked cool and modern, but it didn't really fit, so I deleted it after. It was pretty hard to select where the stairs and elevators should be, and I think I thought about it for a while, and then I decided it's the best to make it just on one side and, well, make a bridge to the other side. The bridges would look cool if it was just on the first floor, but I had to put it on every single floor, and as you can see, it looked really bad. I didn't want the walls to look plain, so I added a few decals there. I made simple restrooms in the lobby, because why not? Here's the lobby, by the way. The big tree isn't there because I deleted it after. I was surprised that these basic shape hallways things didn't take up much plot data as I thought they would. Oh my god, and this is actually funny. I found a picture of a restaurant and I liked it, so I saved it. Again, it's from Google and it had a style. It was like dark wood style, so it wasn't the bright. I think it's like something like cloudy gray. The wood color in the hotel I used was like cloudy gray shade something, and this was a dark wood thing. When I finished it, it completely drained the motivation I had, so that was basically it, and I didn't want to complete the hotel anymore because the restaurant turned down into like a depressing vibe. The next day, I decided to recolor it and, well, make it into the same style or similar style the hotel had. I made a tour with the depressing vibe restaurant, but well, it's not usable anymore. But I'm pretty sure I kept the wipe in the kitchen as a reminder of what could have stayed in the restaurant. And then I decided to make 2 shops out of 4 available spaces for shops. And I'll probably add them later if I have enough motivation, or if you suggest a shop I could add there in the comments, I will be really glad for that. And the last thing I did was a cafe. That definitely reminds me of the restaurant I did before. And let's get to the tour, and I'm really sorry for the voice change because I used a different mic for the tour. Okay, so let's go to the tour again. Finally, with the fixed restaurant and the other stuff, the shops. There's still space for shops, but I'm too lazy to do them, and I'm happy I did 2 out of 4. Okay, anyway, this is the driveway, I guess. I think it's pretty detailed. Oh my god, wait, I forgot about the plot data. 62.6 is alright. This is, I'm not sure how to call it, driveway thing area. Well, okay, I fixed it. Here's the parking lot. Oh my god, pigeon. I scared the pigeon away. Anyway, here you can enter the basement. It's weird that you can enter the basement here. Oh my god, here's the lobby. I deleted the tree because I thought it was occupying a lot of space and it didn't look right, so I deleted it, and now you can see these ugly bridges. I think it's pretty decent. Here's the reception. I didn't think I'll ever make the reception in open space because I didn't want people to go here and, I don't know, play on the computer stuff, something like that. But this hotel was made not for role playing in this, but probably a movie. But I probably mentioned it in the video because I haven't done the voiceover yet. Okay, let's go to the restrooms. I haven't done decals yet, and I'll have to do that, but I hate doing decals. I really hate it. Okay, that's to say. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine. I've been here. No, yeah, no, I haven't been here, but okay, I'll finish that later, okay. They're not filled, they are like fillers, so the hotel doesn't look empty, you know. You can see it's like dark, but it looks like it's an unoccupied room or something, or whatever, that the lights aren't on. Now let's go to the shops area. This is the clothing store. Well, it's like okay. It isn't that detailed. I even wasn't scared of reaching plot data limit. I was scared when I was doing the restaurant, but not anymore because I placed a lot of, I'm not sure how to call them, but thingies. I don't know how to call them. Here's the cafe. There are too many seats for a cafe, but I like that it brought black to this build. Yeah, it's not that detailed because I don't think someone will ever go here. There's still so much work to do, like there are no doors, there are no hallways. Oh my god, there was a little sneak peek of the restaurant. Yeah, here's the standard room. I'm not sure how to call it or whatever the price should be and whatnot. Better than a hotel room in real life, I'd say. I think it's the same vibe, like not furnished well, but why should be a hotel room furnished, you know? Maybe this is the best thing of this build. The presidential suite, or how should I call it? This hallway, it was so much pain. I thought I will give up. And this is the bathroom of the suite. It's better than it's bigger and better than the bathroom of the standard room. Here's a kitchen. Here's a bedroom. I think it's like alright, but this wall design is pretty random. But I saw it on the picture, so we don't want to talk about it. I think this will be on the thumbnail because that's like so cool. This room. There's the bedroom. It's the same as the other one, and there's a preserved moss wall. I almost forgot about the restaurant. Here's the restaurant. It looks like a wedding. It looks like a wedding for some reason, and yeah, it's bright, I'd say, and it matches the vibe more than the darker version. And I kept the design of the previous restaurant in this kitchen, so I'll never forget about it and I'll make jokes about it. I wanted to make a joke about this restaurant in the movie. I'll probably make, like, they'll enter this restaurant and be like, are we still in the hotel? And they turn around and they see this bright side of the hotel, and then they look again on the restaurant and it's like depressed restaurant or whatever. Random clock. And yeah, I think this is it. Thank you for watching. I am glad I haven't lost my sanity because of this build, and I'll see you next time. And wish me luck with the decals because I'll probably lose my mind because of that.